What is going on, Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing? I always love our new intro. Definitely gets everybody hyped up for what's to come. So we are here for the Queen City South Event 3, Lake Murray, presented by Muddy Bay Outfitters and Capital City Lake Murray Country's Captain's Meeting. It's a mouthful, but we're here to do the job. So tonight we have a few different things to go over, just mainly housekeeping stuff. No special guests tonight. Just a new venue, some new sponsors, and a new year on Lake Murray that I absolutely love coming to this lake. I know y'all already know that this is home for me, but I just love to see what people can do on the home lake, especially with the way it's fished the last 2 years. But before we get into all that, I'm going to share with y'all the commercial for Capital City Lake Murray Country, show y'all this short video, and then we will get into it. So.
You make me come alive. You make me come alive. I just can't breathe. Life's a tired, the moments just like this. We can hardly breathe. Sweats to jump into another sea. Oh, you bring out the best in me. Hey! You make me come alive.
I've never felt so free.
Can't get you off my mind.
You're such a part of me.
They don't fly so high.
There's this much to see.
You make me come alive. I never felt so free.
Struggling to struggle.
Stage. All right. So here we are for Queen City South Event 3. We're hitting Lake Murray. It's the third divisional event of the year, or at least the third South event of the year. I think fifth total divisional event of the year. So if you count the Kiwi as 2. So for this event, we have $600 added to the purse as we hit Lake Murray. 50,000 acres of water to fish across, a huge amount of ramps that are in the Queen City ramp list. Lake Murray, if you haven't been before, primarily a largemouth fishery. You're hitting it right now, April 18th today. You're hitting it on the 20th. They'll be in all stages of the spawn. The blueback herring have started to spawn, whole 9 yards. So this has the potential to be the 80-inch tournament that it was. 318 last year. We had 64 anglers come out to fish. They submitted 235 fish, 22-inch big fish, and it took 80.5 inches to win it. So that just shows you the potential of this lake and what can happen. I know last weekend they had the Carolina Anglers Team Trail. Took 28 pounds to win it, which, I mean, absolutely giant bag of largemouth, and that's a 5-fish limit. So interested to see who can end up with this 80-inch bag, or at least what's going to take close to it to win, in my opinion. Want to go ahead and say thank you to all the pre-registered anglers and making our jobs easy. I want to thank you sponsors, Muddy Bay Outfitters and Capital City Lake Murray Country, for helping head up this event and bring it to all of these anglers. And I want to thank Vinny for all the things that he does with Queen City and, being the man in charge and helping bring this event about. So if you have any questions at any points, I am looking at the comments over here. What is up, everybody that has said that? Said, y'all always do the close to bedtime. What's up? Come on, Kinley. You're showing your age, bud. But so continuing on, I wanted to go ahead and preface everything by saying choose your ramp carefully this weekend. There is a huge tournament going out of Drew Island. I want to say it's a high school tournament, but I know there's supposed to be like some stupid amount of boats. Like I heard rumors of 400 boats. I doubt that, but I imagine we could be upwards of 200 boats out of Drew Island on Saturday. So y'all be careful, do what you need to do, but keep your eyes out and, don't keep your head on a swivel. Everybody's safety's first whenever we do these things. So y'all know that from day one. So, SCDNR rules, I want y'all to go ahead and look at all that. I know we're launching at 6. We may be a little dark still at that point. So when I get into all that good stuff, just make sure your lights are working, batteries are checked, etc. So going into tournament details here. So first launch, we're going to do at 6 a.m. First cast, we're going to do at 6:15 a.m. Last photo is going to be at 2:14:59, so prior to 2:15, and last submission at 3:14:59, so prior to 3:15. I will start the award ceremony at Muddy Bay Outfitters at 3:30. So you've got first launch at 6, first cast at 6:15, last photo 2:15 prior, last submission 3:15 prior, 3:30 at Muddy Bay. Address is posted in the event. That is 13803 CR, like Charlie Romeo Coon Highway, Newberry, South Carolina 29108. Come see their fantastic showroom of Native Watercraft, New Canoe, Crescent, Bonafide. They've got all 4 of those brands in there and lots of them. So not to mention all the accessories you could ever need for a kayak and anything else. Firearms, they sell duck boats, they sell outboard motors, they sell electric motors, they sell about anything you could want when it came to fishing or outfitting. So definitely take a look into them. We will be there for the weigh-in, so please stop by for a weigh-in, come in, say what's up, shop around a little bit. The Trimmed Out Solutions small bass submissions can go to my cell phone at 803-381-2833 or my Facebook Messenger. Either way is fine. Text messages kind of, come throughout the day with any issues as well. If you got my phone number, send it to me in text. If you've got my messenger, just send it to me on there. The Big Bass Brand Award, their Big Bass Award has $100 added to it for this event. Saw that posted in there. And don't forget, there are also opportunities for further dollars in the Hunt Brothers Pizza Elite Side Pot. So don't forget about our ample opportunities to get in there and win some extra money. So I want to thank the sponsors again for making this event possible. This event is near and dear to my heart, as it is my home lake. I always love watching what these guys do out there. I know that I've already said that, but it just seeing the healthiness of this lake here over the last few weeks as I've been out on it, I just know what this tournament has the potential to be, and I'm very interested to see who takes home this big check. So another thing to think about, I know there was an app update recently for TourneyX. Go in there and make sure your app's up to date. It doesn't hurt anything to go in there and make sure it's up to date. And if it's not, it could really cost you when you're on the water, especially if you choose an area that doesn't have a lot of service. Refresh yourself with the rules. New changes this year, no fish clips, all that good stuff. Blaine can't fish. Come on, bro. That's low. But continuing on, y'all know what to do here. Any new anglers that have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I will continue by saying Capital City Lake Murray Country has been very good to us this year. They are the host of our TOC this year. So keep that in mind, and definitely we will probably have a survey or something for everybody to fill out after this. So if I do send you something like that, please take some time, fill it out. It lets them know who came, how Queen City affected the area. Spend a little bit of money while you're here. Doesn't hurt to bring some commerce to the resident area of the lakes that we fish. Helps bring sponsors back and all that good stuff. So support those who support us. That is the bottom line, and that is our motto here at Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing. I will be at Muddy Bay probably about 3 o'clock. So if anybody, once you get into the Muddy Bay parking lot, you will see that there is a chain link fence around the place. There's a gate on the left side of the building. Pull through the gate. We should be set up back there in their parking area. There'll be plenty of room for trailers, trucks, that whole 9 yards. Fairly certain we will be outside. Not the end of the world, but it's an awesome place to visit because there are, ample accessories and stuff like that for y'all's boats to look at, and all of it's in stock. And Tim that runs the place and Kyle have been also very good to Queen City. So we thank all of our sponsors for everything that they've done, and I definitely recommend checking that place out. So outside of that, that should be everything I have. Fairly cut and dry captain's meeting. Went over the basics there. Does anybody have any questions? Feel free to pop them in the chat. Outside of that, I'm going to let everybody get back to their evening. So hope everybody's had a good week. Hope everybody had good pre-fishing on Lake Murray, as Lake Murray can be one of those lakes that pre-fishing may stink and then tournament day may be awesome, or vice versa. So be adaptive, be out there. The grass is coming back really good this year. I know the herring are spawning down the lake. I know the stages or the fish are in all 3 stages of the spawn. Went last weekend, saw fish on the bed. I saw fish busting bait down the lake. I saw fish still pre-spawn sitting in the ditch. So it depends on where you're at. I know those pre-spawn fish at this point are few and far between. We're more into the latter 2 parts of the spawn, but the fish are up shallow and they're eating. So not to mention, you are going to catch some chunks out there. They are super fat, super healthy. The herring population's really good this year. So I'm excited. Once again, super excited to see what you guys can put together. So unless anybody's got any comments, we should be good. So we got Facebook user coming to defend their elite title. What are they biting? Lures, lots of boats, head on a swivel. That is the truth. And y'all are gonna be out there on the holy day, Saturday on Lake Murray. So that place can get to be a zoo. If you put in somewhere in the big water, just like I said, it costs nothing to keep your head on a swivel and make sure that you are safe. Everybody else is supposed to do what they're supposed to do as a boater, but we all know how that's gone in the past with kayakers. So y'all just be careful, do the smart thing. Don't cross in front of a bunch of boat traffic. Y'all know what to do. You've been fishing tournaments long enough. So Queen City, I thank you all for the time that y'all have given me here, and I look forward to running another event with y'all and finishing out an awesome 2024 season. And so we thank y'all very much for everything. And once again, my phone's open 24/7. If y'all have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank y'all. Good night.